Tesla just killed the very thing it helped create, and no one saw it coming. For years, Elon Musk was the poster child of the lithium revolution. He turned battery-powered cars into a global obsession. He made lithium the heartbeat of the electric era. Entire nations followed, entire industries pivoted, and investors treated lithium like sacred ground. But now, he's walking away quietly and ruthlessly, because in a sealed lab far from the spotlight, Tesla just triggered the next energy arms race by engineering the end of lithium itself. Not a better version, not an upgrade, but a replacement. This new battery doesn't rely on scarce metals or fragile global supply chains. It doesn't overheat, catch fire, or cost a fortune to produce. It's built from one of the most abundant metals on Earth, aluminum, and it doesn't just challenge lithium, it buries it. Tesla didn't break the silence with a flashy keynote or a viral tweet. They let the data speak for itself. Quiet, undeniable, and world-shattering. We're talking charging speeds up to 60 times faster, lifespans that outlast your car, and a stability curve that makes lithium look like ancient tech. Behind closed doors, this battery detonated every assumption about the future of energy. It was never about improving lithium. It was about eliminating the need for it forever. And that's exactly what Elon Musk just did. So before the story gets buried, before the headlines get corrected, smash that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in, because what you're about to learn could be the beginning of the end for the battery that built the EV empire. Aluminum ions carry 3 times the energy of lithium per unit. That alone is enough to tilt the scales. But Tesla's innovation went further. They unlocked an operating temperature range that makes lithium look primitive. This new battery doesn't require the massive cooling systems EVs depend on today. It doesn't suffer from dendrite buildup, the microscopic metal spikes that destroy lithium batteries from the inside. And it doesn't suffer thermal runaway, which means no fires, no explosions, no lawsuits. The risks that once haunted every electric car in a parking garage are gone, wiped off the table. And what replaces it isn't just safer, it's smarter, it's stronger, it's everywhere. The genius of Tesla's move isn't just the chemistry, it's the logistics. Aluminum infrastructure already exists everywhere. Mining, refining, global shipping, even recycling facilities. They're all in place, built for a century of industrial use. No need for Tesla to reinvent the wheel. No need to tear open war-torn deserts for rare earths. The supply chain for this revolution is already paved and waiting, but it gets better. While competitors were tweaking lithium packs, trying to shave off another few minutes of charging time or squeeze out 20 extra miles of range, Tesla skipped the race entirely. They built a new track, and by the time the rest of the world realized it, Tesla was already lapping them. The aluminum-ion battery they've developed is not theoretical. It's not a patent locked in a filing cabinet. It's working, scalable, repeatable, and ready to go. And buried in Tesla's supply chain are whispers that it's already being tested in stealth vehicles across California, disguised under ordinary shells, hiding an extraordinary breakthrough. So, what does this battery actually do? It breaks the ceiling. Where lithium-ion batteries max out around 250 watt-hours per kilogram, Tesla's aluminum-ion tech achieves over 5,000 watt-hours per kilogram. That's not a boost. That's a total rewrite of the laws we thought we were playing under. It means a Tesla that can go from San Francisco to New York on one charge. It means charging to 100% in 10 minutes flat without overheating, without needing cooled charging stations, without the stress on the grid, and without the anxiety that maybe, just maybe, your EV is about to burst into flames if you charge it too fast in summer heat. But here's the twist no one was ready for. This battery doesn't degrade, cracks. It heals them on the fly. Cycle life, try 50,000, maybe 70,000. Battery lifespan, easily 70 years, longer than most people keep a house. In fact, this battery will likely outlive the vehicle it powers and the driver behind the wheel. Let that sink in. We're not just talking about a better battery, we're talking about the end of battery anxiety. No more planned obsolescence, no more constant replacement cycles. No more environmental catastrophe every 5 to 7 years when your pack degrades past 80%. And if that wasn't enough, the battery can enter a deep sleep mode, maintaining its charge at near zero loss for up to a decade. Imagine parking your car for 10 years, coming back, and it still turns on like it was charged yesterday. But this isn't just about numbers. It's about what those numbers do to the world that built itself around lithium. Entire supply chains and billions in infrastructure exist purely to extract, process, and ship lithium around the globe. What happens when that entire ecosystem becomes irrelevant? What happens when the car of the future doesn't need cobalt or lithium or cooling modules or software to babysit its temperature every 5 seconds? The answer is collapse for them and domination for Tesla. Because while everyone else was scaling up lithium gear factories, Tesla walked away. They didn't iterate on old tech. They leapt into new physics, and now the rest of the industry is staring down the barrel of obsolescence, too late to react and too slow to pivot. This isn't the slow fade of an outdated technology, it's a detonation, and the shock wave is only just beginning. Tesla's aluminum-ion battery isn't just a leap forward in numbers, it's a leap into the realm of science fiction. The features this technology unlocks sound like something ripped straight out of a futuristic thriller. But make no mistake, this is here now, real and ready to reshape everything. First, the battery heals itself. Yes, you heard that right. The microscopic cracks and fractures that degrade lithium batteries over time. Tesla's aluminum ion cells repair these damages within seconds. Imagine a battery that doesn't just survive wear and tear, it actively gets stronger with every charge cycle. Instead of breaking down, it builds resilience, turning constant use into continuous improvement. It's almost like your battery is alive. Then there's the mysterious but critical deep sleep mode. Lithium batteries lose charge even when you're not using them, draining away power like a leaky faucet over months, sometimes years. Not this one. Tesla's battery can enter a near-zero loss state that holds charge stable for a decade of inactivity. Park your car in the garage, forget it for 10 years, and it will still fire up like it was plugged in yesterday. Beyond personal vehicles, Tesla's technology is designed to be a power fortress. When disaster strikes, grid failures happen, or storms knock out power for days. Your Tesla doesn't just sit idle thanks to a built-in survival mode. Your car transforms into a backup energy grid. It can supply power not just for your home, but for entire neighborhoods. With capacities exceeding 2,000 kilowatt hours per battery, these packs are enough to run homes, campsites, remote command centers, anywhere power is needed. This is more than transportation. It's a mobile energy revolution that grants independence from fragile centralized power networks. Meanwhile, across the industry, the giants are still chasing a shadow. Legacy automakers and battery makers remain chained to lithium, still building out massive factories, pumping billions into a technology that Tesla's new chemistry will soon render obsolete. Competitors tout emerging options, solid-state sodium-ion, lithium-ion, phosphate, but all those techs are already being overshadowed. Tesla's aluminum ion cells leapfrog the entire field with better performance, lower cost, and unmatched safety. Legacy companies are optimizing outdated formulas while Tesla rewrites the foundation of energy storage. When Tesla's batteries hit the market at scale, every competitor will scramble to defend their shrinking slice of a crumbling pie. But the truth is, they're already behind, too slow, too stuck in the past. The price implications alone will shock the EV world. Today, a 50 kilowatt-hours lithium battery pack costs over $7,000. Tesla's aluminum-ion equivalent will come in at under $4,000. That's nearly a 50% cut in the most expensive part of an electric vehicle. This alone shaves at least 20% off total EV costs. Tesla's next-generation EV model powered by this battery is expected to start under $16,000. Yes, $16,000. Affordable, fireproof with range and performance that put every current EV to shame, but cost cuts don't stop at production. The aluminum battery's design enables recycling rates near 95%, tightening production loops and slashing environmental impact. Mass adoption no longer requires government subsidies or complex incentives. This tech will sell itself on safety, price, and sheer performance, and the impact won't be limited to cars. This is the dawn of a silent energy revolution. Off-grid homes in rural areas suddenly have access to reliable, long-lasting mobile power. Remote communities previously dependent on unreliable generators or fossil fuels can leapfrog straight into sustainable energy independence. Military bases, disaster response units, and industrial installations gain an edge with batteries guaranteed to last. Imagine a world where your EV doesn't just replace your gas car, but powers your house during storms, collapsing fossil fuel dependency and decentralizing power networks. Tesla isn't just building cars anymore. They're building energy autonomy. This revolution doesn't need headlines or hype. It's creeping into reality through stealth testing, factory lines, and strategic rollouts. While governments and industries debate climate policies and infrastructure funding, Tesla has quietly built the technology that will make most of those debates irrelevant. A future where energy is abundant, safe, affordable, and decentralized isn't coming. It's here. And it's powered by aluminum. The shift wasn't loud. It didn't scream headlines or ring alarms, but the battery market is no longer what it was, and those watching closely saw the ground start to crack. Lithium, once the darling of the EVA age, is beginning to lose its crown. Demand isn't climbing like it used to. In fact, it's flattening, a quiet plateau that signals something deeper. While mainstream analysts still pump lithium forecasts, aluminum ion is quietly gaining ground, and not just gaining, multiplying. Projections show aluminum ion sales could explode 10 times in the next decade, and the reason is painfully it's cheaper, faster, safer, and more abundant. Energy storage systems from city grids to backup batteries are already making the switch, slowly at first, now rapidly because they're no longer betting on the future. They're reacting to the present. Lithium is starting to look like the fax machine in the age of fiber optics. Outdated, overhyped, and overinvested. Now zoom out. Entire industries are about to be flipped. Lithium mining operations worth over 100 billion globally face a reckoning. These aren't small players. These are countries, conglomerates, and billionaires who built fortunes around lithium extraction. But here's the brutal truth. In a world shifting to aluminum, all that infrastructure becomes dead weight. Billions spent on refining contracts, logistics chains, and cobalt smuggling operations all become obsolete in one clean swipe. The economics of lithium no longer make sense, and the political risk from unstable mining zones to labor accusations only amplifies the fall. Cobalt contracts are becoming irrelevant in a cobalt-free era. Entire procurement departments, months-long negotiations, and security frameworks erased by a battery that doesn't need it. And the dominoes don't stop there. Government subsidies, once designed to support green tech, will pivot fast because no country wants to fund tech that's outdated before it even scales. Aluminum ion is cheaper to produce, easier to recycle, and safer to insure. And when insurance companies begin favoring aluminum because it doesn't catch fire, you know the clock is ticking. The big question now is, what does Tesla do next? They don't follow trends, they set them. So, while the world speculates, Tesla executes. The first step is already underway. Aluminum-ion batteries are being phased into Tesla's energy division. The Megapack, Tesla's large-scale grid storage system, is the first battlefield, and insiders suggest that the first aluminum-powered Megapack could roll out before this year ends, not in some beta form, but in full operational deployment. But that's just the warm-up, because the next move could blow the doors off the EV market. Enter Model 2, the long-rumored affordable Tesla. What if it doesn't just bring the price down, but also eliminates the one thing that's plagued the EVs from the start: battery fires? Model 2, powered by aluminum ion, could become the first widely available fireproof, high-range, and fast-charging EV in the world, a game-changer that redefines every category at once: safety, range, cost, and scalability. And this isn't just about cars. The same tech can leap into drones, ships, aircraft, residential backup systems, and entire national power grids. One battery chemistry, infinite applications, and once it's out, the bar doesn't just rise, it resets for everyone. Automakers will scramble, grid planners will pivot, startups will flood the market, governments will throw policies into reverse. Because this isn't just a product shift, it's a paradigm collapse. What we're witnessing isn't the future arriving politely, it's the past being dragged out the back door. The lithium era didn't fade quietly, it was torn apart by something undeniably better. Tesla didn't just unveil a new battery, they buried the old one with a stake through its heart and a warning label for the rest of the industry: evolve or collapse. The cost advantage is immediate, the safety is night and day, the ethical baggage of mining in war zones and exploiting labor is gone overnight. This wasn't a tech upgrade, it was a revolution, and Tesla didn't wait for an invitation. While legacy automakers debated hybrids and battery chemistries in boardrooms, Tesla kicked down the door and installed a new foundation, and now the world is in catch-up mode. Volkswagen, Toyota, Ford, all now stuck with lithium-based R&D pipelines that suddenly look like sunken investments. Every dollar they pump into lithium now burns faster than a dying smartphone battery. Meanwhile, Tesla is 2 steps ahead, not just in product, but in infrastructure, partnerships, and supply chains. They didn't just find the next battery, they secured it. Because the real shock isn't that Tesla did it, it's that no one else saw it coming, not like this. And now, every automaker, every investor, every government regulator faces the same brutal decision: reinvent fast or collapse under the weight of yesterday's assumptions. The aluminum battery didn't arrive with confetti, it arrived with disruption. And Tesla didn't just open the door, they were the ones who built it.